All right, so we're gonna do another virtual handoff video. This one's going to Mr. Mike up in New Hampshire. And we did run some cordage through this one. So there's about 6 hours or so on the clock. It came here with, I think, 4 or so. And as long as it's on my wood yard, nothing's ever used, it's only tested. So let's get the camera flipped around. We'll do a quick walk around, go over the specs, and just some maintenance points. All right, so I'm going to show you the levers here that work the hydraulic fold over the top conveyor. That is an 18-foot fold over the top. So we have the live deck up and down, which we have up in the stored position. I'll show you that here in a minute. The actual main part of the conveyor from that fold part to the chassis is what this runs, or the splitter trough. This is the secondary piece that actually comes up over the saw, and of course your forward, neutral, and reverse, and then the speed control on the saw as well. So that's kind of these 3 levers here plus that dial are all conveyor related. So just like our last handoff video, and this applies on pretty much every processor that we sell, you want everything to be on the same plane. All 4 live deck legs, the front jack, the front stationary leg, a pretty level live deck, and pretty good level, front to back. That way all the pieces kind of fall in properly, just for the original setup on things. Same grease fitting, same bearings as before. You get the left and right up here on the in-feed chain. The big bearings. Everything per leg. The ones out here are actually a sealed bearing, but we'll take some of that roller chain lube. We got a little tackifier in it, and I'll run that across some of these from time to time. More or less, I'll run the chain lube on the short chains in here. And again, the same kind of bearings, front and back on either side of the infeed. Top and bottom of the clamp cylinder. Conveyor, same thing. Down in the main joint, underneath where the pivot is, the bearings left and right side, bottom. These are just a regular pinned, kind of cylinder here, no grease fitting. The bearings up top, left and right. Again, down here at the bottom, underneath on the hydraulic pivot, both the main pivot and the left to right will get grease. This is your auxiliary hydraulics going out to a cleaner or a radius axle stacking conveyor. We had the brute force boys do a loop on this because occasionally something will fall out of the chamber and kind of bump that, and it loses the pressure to the whole system. So just in case that happens, it's worth the little hose going around. Get your sawdust chute, which we'll get into that in a second, just because I want to show you the auto tension. Your automatic oiler. There There's your model number. Nice big saw motor, oil cooler. Around on this side is going to be your dipstick, the yellow piece down there for pulling that up and out. There is a block heater on it. I think it's around the other side. The fuel pump, and I'll have to do a shot from the other side. There's a little primer bowl on top. You just push that in, that little black button to prime up the fuel filter if you ever run it low on fuel or have to change something out. Battery, big diesel tank. I can tell you it holds 25 gallons because we put 24.5 in it when we filled it up at the fuel stop. I think it just lifts. I'm trying to get the right camera angle here for you, Mr. Mike. So you take the bottom chain around that lower stud, the top piece around here, and all you're going to do is squeeze down on this, and that'll pull the bar down in towards the sprocket. And then right here, there's a little detent button, and that'll keep it from going all the way up and in. So there's your nice loose floppy chain. You would take the jig back off, change the chain, and then when you're done, make sure everything lines back up in the saw bar itself. And then when you pull down, you'll hear a pop. That's the detent coming back off. Raise everything up. It automatically tightens. No tools needed. All right, so that was just a quick and dirty version of how to set up this 1824 from Brute Force. Again, this is the diesel. It's a 49.5 horsepower Kohler diesel. Forgot to mention that when we were on the other side. No DPF, no DEF, only an EGR valve. We've seen these motors go for 2,000–3,000 hours on used stuff that we've personally been able to run through the wood yard. We have customers out there with obviously more than that, but pretty much the setup is all the same on these processors. It's just nice level ground, even layout with the live deck legs. And just the 18 series kicks off the pivot conveyor, the last log holder. The diesel series picks up the auto tensioner. We can do that on different models as well, but that's a standard feature. We upgraded the auto cycle and the fold over the top conveyor on this unit. So just want to say thank you for watching. If we can ever get you a sales quote, you like watching our videos, allow me to get you that sales quote. We have our own margins to work from. We are an authorized dealer for Brute Force, so we have our own margins to play with. It's just sales@shaverequipment.com. If you hit the website, which is just shaverequipment.com, you'll see a finance link up on the top right hand corner. So we offer financing through ACG Equipment Finance. The phone number is 833-SPLITTER. That's 833-775-4887. Hope to see you next time. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And remember, we're always working hard to be lazy. Thanks for watching.